Hold on, I'm gonna do something fun. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna do something fun. Hold on. It's coming. Oh, fuck, it moved. Better in theory. Been done in practice. What's up, regulars? Welcome back to Daddy's Bed. What, you've never been here before?
Welcome to your first time in Daddy's Bed.
That's not the first time I've said that in this position. So here's the thing. Here's the beauty about what I do. I just got done traveling around the country, avoiding coronavirus, wearing my mask. It was exhausting, but now I'm home and I don't want to move, which is kind of like what sex is like. With me, I'm very lazy, okay? But it's that time again where I need to make another video, and since I'm really milking the shit out of this whole daddy thing, I decided I would stick to that theme. So last time I said things to you all that you wish your dad said to you growing up, and I decided to roll with that idea and now answer questions that you all wish you could have asked your dads growing up or currently, or don't feel safe doing so now. My brain is fucking fried. But here's the twist, okay? I may not be able to give you the exact answer. Can you see my tree? I'm very adamant on people seeing that tree, okay? This is as artsy as I get. I'm not Emma Chamberlain. The twist is I may not be able to give you the exact answer that your dad would give you because I'm not your real father. I don't pay your child support. But what I can do is use it as practice for myself. I'm going to try my best to give you the answer that you deserve. And if I can't do it, I'm gonna do what I would do if I was in that situation and drink until it wasn't my problem. That was such a shitty pop. I also love how this video is just becoming me laying in bed drinking wine. If you ever wonder what I'm doing when I'm not making YouTube videos, this is it. So I asked you guys on Twitter, oh my God, look, I love my money tree. Like, I have a plan. I'm old and I'm drinking wine. Like, usually if I'm taking shots of something, it's tequila or I'm having a crisis. I've been doing work calls all morning and doing my taxes. What happened to old Michael? R.I.P. to a bad bitch. So what I did is I went on Instagram and I asked you all, what is something you wish you could fuck, it went away. What is something you wish you could ask your dad but don't feel comfortable or safe? And I made the mistake of thinking that like y'all were sane, but then I forgot that like we relate to one another, so I don't know why I would ever think that. When I come out, are you still gonna love me or will I no longer be your daughter? Here's the thing. Oh God. You will always be my daughter. That will never change. I may be hesitant at first because I may not fully understand what you're going through, and that may take some time. But just because I don't fully understand you yet, doesn't mean I don't love you, because you will always be my daughter, and I will always love you. I hope parents are watching this because that shit was good. I'd ask my dad why he's so reluctant to support BLM. Okay, I grew up in a time where we were all taught the wrong way of thinking. I grew up in a time when we were all taught that something was acceptable and the norm when that is not the case and should have never been the case. So I may be reluctant because it's hard for an old dog to learn new tricks. But I am trying to educate myself, and just because it is taking me time doesn't mean that it will never happen. And hopefully it happens sooner than later. My dad is dead. I never met him. Well, that's not fair. I'm not a ghost. I'm a dad. I don't know what ghosts would say. Also, why did I choose red wine when I'm surrounded by white? Why do you say I love you, but then leave and come back like a book you forgot to finish? I feel like you tried to get creative there, but all you did was confuse me. So are you saying like, why does your dad tell you they love you, but then they just keep coming in and out of your life? Here's the thing, I do love you. That is not a lie. And I'm sorry if it doesn't always seem like that. But I am just a person, and I'm trying to work through my own issues at the same time. I may not be able to be there for you all the time, but that is just because I am not capable of being a father to you all the time. However, I love you. I want you to know I love you, and I'm trying my best to still be a part of your life. Dad! Dad, what the fuck were you thinking to plan and have me without my consent? My life is miserable because of you. Hold on, bitch. Your life ain't miserable because of daddy. I had you. I gave you life, and what you do with that life is completely your own goddamn fault. So don't be blaming your shitty life on daddy, because what you did and your choices are on yourself. I was just there to give you the guidelines, and if I didn't do that right, then I'm sorry. How do I know if my boyfriend or girlfriend actually likes me, or are they just using me? Are they just using you to fuck? Do they come over frequently just to hang out and spend time with you? Or are they only coming over to get a nut? I don't know how girls work, but that's pretty much how guys work. Also, are they posting you on their Instagram and social media? If they're not posting you on their shit, then there's people that they don't want to see you. Y'all gotta learn, okay? How does it feel to throw your son to the streets during a pandemic because he got outed? Oh God, who does that? What parent? Son of a bitch, I can't even come up with something clever to say for that. I hope you're okay. That's all I know. That's all I can say. Oh, son of a... Some parents should not be parents. We had to take a psych test to be on reality TV. Y'all should legally have to take a psych test to be able to be a parent. Some people should just not be parents. Even me. I think wisdom-wise, I'd be a great dad. But mentally and financially, we're not stable enough. Who's better, me or my brother in bed? Stop. Thoughts on women? Well, I don't know about y'all's daddy, but I think they're fine, they're great, they're cute. Same opinion of dicks, whatever. Would you accept me if I was trans? Absolutely. Whatever gender you identify as doesn't change the fact that I had you and you are my child. Because child isn't gender specific. Now, was that so hard to understand? Why wasn't I ever enough for you? It actually might not be that you weren't enough for me. It actually very well might be that I wasn't ever enough for you. I'm gonna get emotional making this video. I'm a fucking great dad. How is that premarital sex? Bomb as fuck! How do you support Trump when you have a son who identifies as LGBTQ? Okay, the only way I can understand this, and what I keep reminding LGBTQ youth and people in general, is that sometimes we expect our parents to understand our walks of life. However, they will never fully understand it because they will never and have never walked through our path of life. So, to ask them to empathize with the values that we hold and the things that we are afraid of, sometimes, unfortunately, is hard for people to do. Because empathy is hard for people to do. So it's not necessarily them not caring about what we have to go through and why that is such a big deal to us. It is just simply the fact that they actually cannot fathom it. Which isn't an excuse. It's just trying to explain it. Whatever. Fuck it. Give me the shot. I tried my best to make Trump supporters make sense. I still don't get that shit. My mom said that you were rumored to have relationships with a man when you were younger. Is that true? Hey, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But in the end, I ended up with your mom. And I've been a good dad ever since. So your mom better shut the fuck up. No, but really, I think this would be a great thing for a father-son to talk about, because you know how many straight guys throughout high school and college that I've talked to, where they'll sit down and they'll tell me, well, I've never actually kissed a guy, and I don't ever think I'd actually do anything with a guy, but you know, I might want to like fool around once in a while to, you know, like experiment. Straight men, that's fine. Hey, sucking a dick don't make you gay. Sexuality is defined by emotions, not what you do physically to experiment. That's like telling every gay guy who ate at a pussy in high school that he was straight in denial. Get the fuck over it, you toxic masculinity fucks. Would you be happier if I was straight? This is the thing with this question. Because the answer sucks, because the answer is yes. Yes, they would be happy if we were straight. Because then they would understand us. Because people, we get so pissed at our parents when they don't understand us because it makes us think that they don't love us. But our parents still love us. And our parents get mad that they don't understand us. So we get mad that our parents don't understand us. And they're mad that they don't understand us. And we both get frustrated. And then that is why we fight. Because we're both pissed. Would you attend my wedding knowing it was to a man? I would attend your wedding as long as there is an open bar. The only weddings I will not attend is a dry one. I've been to a dry wedding before and I snuck in many little bottles. I was like Prohibition in that bitch, giving it away to everybody. Are you proud of me? Every parent should be proud of their kid simply for the fact that they are their kid. You don't necessarily gotta like what your kids are doing because as kids, we don't always necessarily like what our parents are doing. We gotta stop looking at the little picture and start looking at the big one, okay? Small actions that we may not love doesn't change the fact that we're family. You came from these nuts. What did I do to make you hate me? Nothing. Sometimes my own internal issues are my own shortcomings. And I don't know why my brain is leading me towards a pre-ejaculation joke, but I'm sorry. I'll take the shot. Fuck it. Even as a dad, I'm still thinking about pre-cum, whatever. Why do you cheat on all your wives and abandon all your children? Because apparently I am a small man who doesn't know how to be a person, let alone a father. Am I adopted? Even if you were, doesn't change the fact that you're my child and I love you. Dad, I stuck the 2017 Thanksgiving turkey head in my butthole. No, you didn't. Get ready for dinner. Stop being a little shit. How did your child influence your political views nowadays? This is what I was saying before. Some people grew up learning stupid shit as kids and now they think stupid shit as adults. And if you don't believe me, just look what they were taught to do if there was a nuclear bomb explosion. They were taught to duck under their desks. What the fuck would have that have done? Can you bring me tampons and a bottle of vodka? Sure, I'll grab a 2-pack for both of us. Would you accept me for my bisexuality? I hope your parents would say, of course. I would hope your parents would say, absolutely. That doesn't affect that you're my child. But whether you're gay, straight, bisexual, no matter what, don't forget that your parents accepting who you are doesn't change whether or not it is valid. Why did you choose drugs over your family? Let me just say real quickly that no one chooses drugs over their loved ones. Drug addiction is a disease and it takes over your mind. No one willingly chooses that. Can I get a dildo? Sure! I'll get one for both of us. Will everything be okay if I transition? Of course it will, because no matter what, I will always be there by your side no matter what. Did you ever feel bi-curious in your heyday? Yes! All straight people do, and they fucking lie if they say that they don't. I can't, oh my God. More straight people come to me with questions about attraction for the same sex because they don't know what the hell to do and they don't feel comfortable talking to anybody about it. So why can't we normalize this? I don't have all the answers. I'm tired of it being my fucking problem. From now on, if you're a straight person and you come to me and you tell me that you wouldn't mind an over-the-pants hand job, I'm just gonna tell you to get fucked. Get fucked or suck a dick. How did you know you were straight? Because I looked at a woman and I liked what I saw. Just like if you're gay, you look at a man and you like what you see. You feel something in here and also sometimes in here. But sometimes you only feel in here towards one gender and you could feel in here towards everything. Or sometimes you could feel in here towards everything and in here towards nothing because everything is fluid and everybody's different. And it is exhausting to try to figure it out for everybody or tell everybody how they feel based on your own preference and your own opinions because your own opinions are individual thoughts. I'm a dad. Do you really accept me for being gay or is that just a front? And are you internally ashamed? Here's the thing with that, okay? And I'm gonna give this one to your dad. I'm gonna give this one to me in that scenario. Because let's say I'm not really that cool with it, but I act like I am. I try my best to be cool with it, okay? It's gonna take a while for me to really believe that. But if I respect you enough to not be outwardly awful and try to be there and try to do my best to understand, sometimes, guys, even though it is not fair, we have to just be thankful for that. There are people out there who just get kicked to the curb. There's that kid who got kicked to the curb during a global pandemic for being outed. Are you okay? I'm more worried about him. Are you okay? Why didn't you masturbate instead the night I was conceived? I did, okay? I did. I jerked off all over your mother's labia. Oh God, I just made myself sound so gay. I can't even say the parts of a vagina correctly. What in the actual fuck is a labia? Has mom ever stuck a finger up there? Girls don't get to stick anything up there. Have you seen their nails? Either something's gonna get caught in me or something's gonna get caught in them. You know I'm not straight, right? I don't know shit. And to be honest, I really don't care. Who you're fucking really is none of my business. Why did you decide to have me circumcised? Because I probably live in North America where it's common because we were all taught that it was more hygienic, when in actuality, that ended up not really being the case. But whether it is or it isn't, at least now you're never gonna have to deal with smegma. And that's how I'm gonna end this video. In actuality, guys, I really wanted to make this video because in the beginning, it started out as just me being curious on what you wish you could have asked your dad growing up. Because I know for me, there was a million things I wish I could have asked my dad. And I just did not feel safe. I did not feel comfortable. I never thought that he would accept me. I thought he would hate me and reject me. And I grew up so terrified of how he would react. And no matter what they said on that fucking TV show or what people may think, when I ended up coming out to my dad, what he said to me was, listen, what you're going through is something that I've never experienced and I don't fully understand it. But what I do know is that you're my son and I love you and I will always be there for you. And I don't know if I could ever explain how that felt. It may not have been like a jumping for joy, I'm so happy about this, but that I saw him trying, and I saw him telling me he was always gonna be there. To me, that was my dad telling me he loved me no matter what. And that is the best thing I could have asked for. And now me and my dad have the best, most open relationship ever. And it has definitely been a road, and it's been a lot of me, educating him and him asking questions and me asking questions. But it is something that if I were to go back 10 years ago, like if I could write a letter to me 10 years ago and explain the relationship I have with my dad now, I would have never believed it. And I know a lot of you might be younger and might be feeling the same way I felt and might be thinking the same things I thought. And you know what? Some of you may not have the best dads, but I hope that in the end, in the future, you will be able to look back and think the same thing. Because when you're young, you're scared. But I promise you, a lot of us, our parents will surprise us, even if we don't think that they will. And just live with that hope, if anything else. And that's the sentimental moment of this video, because there's always one. I don't know why I'm sweating. I'm in a fucking tank top in AC. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe for future videos. I try to put them out weekly. And in the comments down below, let me know something that you love about your dad. And if you can't think of anything, let me know something that you want to love about your dad. Because there was so much negativity in there, and it really, made me upset. And I just want everybody to love their dad. And if your dad sucks or you don't have one in your life, I'll be your dad. But whether I'm your dad or not, my name is MikeMGTV, and you're fucking welcome.
Follow my kids, stay there. Head so good it's like daycare. Damn right, heights, gray there. I got a weed pipe, got a head full of gray hair. Never cheat when the game don't play fair. Bear with me, take those pants up and lay there. She rides my dick like the state fair. I was too fucked up to take off my Wayfares.